Hello and welcome to the Quibber channel. I am Jason, your host. I hope you all are having a good day. I wanted to talk about Habitica. Habitica is something that I use a lot. Let me just give the doggy a sweet. Would you like a sweetie? Come here. You can have a sweetie. Come on. Sit down. Sit. There we are. Habitica is an app on your phone which basically allows you to gamify your life. Now, I am in no way in contact with Habitica. I don't have sponsorship by them or anything. This is just something that has helped me a lot when it comes to dealing with bipolar, when it comes to dealing with my ADHD and my autism. It is very easy for my brain to slip off into the vacuum and do nothing. There's so much noise in my head, there's so much crap going on that I have to fight every day to stop myself just drifting. If I want to get anything done during the day, I have to have it on a schedule. I have to have something that will motivate me. Now, I tried other ways and that, but the act of having to look at those things, I forgot to look at my things, so I never looked at the list, so I never got anything done. But Habitica is basically you go on quests, you do things during the day. Everything you do gives you XP and a bit of gold and a little bit of power, and you use that to do quests and to collect outfits for your character. My character at the moment is a level 157 rogue. I've been playing this for a long time. There's my character there with a little pet dragon mount. There's lots of things to collect for your character. Now, the thing is this. I don't put all my stuff in a set order. For example, I've got stuff like, I'll go through my stuff. The first one, pedal exercise. When I play a certain game on my computer, I will use my pedal exerciser underneath my desk and do 30 minutes of exercise. This helps with using blood sugar up in my blood and helps to balance out my diabetes. So I do that every single day. So that's the pedal exercise. So I'll click on that if I've done that. The Fitness Pal thing. I plan out my meals in my Fitness Pal, and that I have to remind myself to do it. If it's not on this list, it does not get done. My brain will not do anything that I haven't scheduled for. Palia. I play Palia. It's a very mellow MMO style game where you basically just build a place. It's a bit like Animal Crossing and that kind of thing. There's no PvP and everybody's really, really nice though, and that's my little slice of vegging out without actually being in a place where I've got to kill baddies or do things. I can just basically chill and chop wood. That's basically what it is to me. If I didn't have it on the list, see, this is what people don't understand. I love to play games, but if I didn't put them on the list, it wouldn't happen. I'd just sit there and drift, and my brain would go down a bad direction of depression and all that. So when I played, I tick that off. Then I've got Warframe under there because I like to play Warframe. I've already done my Warframe thing for today, so there we are. And then I've got my first friend, the Strong Girl. She's a girl on Twitter. I've talked to her for years now. We bonded over dogs and things that we love to talk about, and we just chat every day. And I make sure by pressing that button when I've sent her a message, because for people like me, it's very hard to keep relationships going. It's very hard for me to remember to talk to someone. I can go 6 months without talking to someone. It isn't that I don't like them, it isn't that I don't care about them, it's just my brain, the to-do list in my brain is so short and things just go off the edge of it. So if I put them on here, I will talk to them, and I've got all my other friends on here. Then I've got a button for press to check my text messages, because I wouldn't check my text messages if it wasn't in this thing. This is how bad my brain is, that I used to have post-it notes all over the house. Every room, every wall had pink or orange or yellow neon post-it notes written in, and writing on them with his markers, and it just had the different things like, have you remembered to eat? Have you checked your email? All those things. This takes the place of that. It is really good for me. Then, of course, I've got one whole here called Reddit. I check my Reddit account. Otherwise, I wouldn't log into Reddit for like weeks at a time. I'd completely forget it. Check Twitter. I have to remind myself to do that. Sink. Do the dishes in the sink, if there's any dishes in the sink. Baseball bat. That's when I go into the backyard, and I've got 3 or 4 different things that I do every single day to keep my body okay, because you're sitting so long in front of computers and you doing the same kind of actions all the time. So I have a baseball bat and a lightsaber downstairs. Now the reason I have 2 is 2 different things. I swing them about, each of them about 30 times in each hand. So 30 times with the baseball bat in each hand, 30 times with the lightsaber. The reason the 2 separate things is the lightsaber is very light in the name, but it's actually very light as in weight, so it doesn't feel like I'm doing much. The baseball bat is a full size aluminium one, so therefore it's got a lot of weight in it, and so swinging that around, and I just do those 2 every single day. Once again, has to be a technique, has to be set up, and I just do it to make sure my hands don't ever get to the point where gaming and stuff like that doesn't cause carpal tunnel syndrome or whatever it is. So I always make sure I'm doing a little bit of that every day. If I can't do it outside in the backyard, I'll do it in the kitchen. I've got very good at moving those around without hitting anything. Dishes, if there's any dishes to do. Give Zach a love. That usually happens multiple times a day anyway. Doesn't it, Zachy? Check on some more of my friends. I intersperse different things with different people. If people are on this list, they matter a great deal to me. If people are on this list, they are there, they are important to me, and I don't want to forget them. I don't want to not talk to them each day. It isn't that I'm just setting a schedule to tick a box. This is what allows me to actually remember to speak to these people. And then I've got my VR stuff, my Beat Saber that I do every day, which is another part of my exercise, because the pedaling does the exercise for the lower legs. The Beat Saber, 30 minutes on that before bed, does exercise upper body. Play a game. I can choose multiple games. That's just remind myself to sit. This is the funny thing. People don't understand with people like me. We don't automatically play games. We don't, oh, you're sitting at home all the time, you must play games all the time. No. I've got to schedule my brain to do it, because in a normal state, my brain will just drift and go into very bad direction. So I've got to fill that space with all these things. Brush teeth. Bathroom. Remember to go to the toilet. Take the trash out. Quingo maintenance. Now that gets done once a month. That's whereby I just check the nuts and bolts on my mobility scooter. Chinese balls. They're over there. The ones that I do with my arms, which is once again another thing to keep my hands flexible. Remember, I'm in my 50s. I want to make sure I can still use my hands and I don't do any harm to them. Breakfast, recycling, if there's anything to put in the recycling. Play an arcade game. Yep, probably on my big arcade machine. I'll turn that on and remember to do that. Once again, people always think that when a person stays at home all the time like me, that think, oh, you must be able to do anything you want. No, because what my brain just goes in is so full of noise, and that I will literally sit for 6 or 7 hours doing nothing, and I will fall into a deep depression, and things get worse and worse and worse, and can be very dangerous for me. So I've got to fill that time with things that are a balance of things I like to do. I can't have anything that causes me stress, because that would make it worse. Make the bed, of course. Dog food. Do a vlog like this. I do them multiple times a day whenever it comes into my head. Check on Facebook. I check on Facebook because I've got a couple of people in my life that the only place I can talk to them and say hello to them and make sure they're okay on Facebook. Star Trek Online. Make sure they do my dailies every single day on Star Trek. Have a shower. Check email. Have a wash. Laundry. Take medication. Check Discord. Water refill. Clean backyard. Dog poop. 1 hour of TV series. Work on project. Check on friends. Those are all the daily ones that I deal with every day. Then I have my habits, which are anything I put on this that I might do that isn't a major thing, like putting on there that I'll listen to my Audible book. I might, if I go out on the Quingo, I can tick on here, leaving my safe space. If I go on VRchat, that's in there, audiobook. If I go up into the attic, all these things that you would think for a person whose brain works normally is just things that you do without thinking. I have to have a list to be able, otherwise I don't function. And so Habitica has been very good for me. It's helped me so fucking much to deal with. It works so well because it's a game in itself. It's something that my character is like gaining levels, is completing quests. Every single task I do, if I'm on a quest, does a little bit of damage to the enemy or a little bit of progress towards the end of the quest. And that's enough for my brain to think, yes, I'll remember to check it. I'll check it every single fucking day. And it has helped a lot. I can check probably on here how long I've actually. Let's go. Okay. I joined on the 18th of December 2023. And my total check-ins are 651. This has been one of those lifesaver things to me. It's really good for me. And I've suggested it to anybody who I've talked to with autism or ADHD who needs something that will help them to thingy, but doesn't want to use the clinical ones that are boring and don't have anything in them that makes you want to turn them on and remember things. See, my at one point in time, one of my doctors wanted me to have this wellness app that I would fill in and that every day. But what was the motivation for me to do it? What was the grab hold of in my brain and tell it, yes, you'll do that each day? There was nothing that I could latch onto. So after a few days, I forgot. And that's been the same with everything except for Habitica. So just wanted to let people know about that.